While we're sitting here, let's do it. Let's keep breathing in a twisted position. Reach across the body, either side. You can go to either side and just gently look over your shoulder. Take a few big breaths. Inhale and exhale. And just see what it feels like to breathe in this position. Exhale all the way. Inhale, come back to the center. Take a breath in the middle. Let's take it to the other side. Take a few deep breaths here. Just notice what you feel in your body. All right, come on back to the middle. Give a little nudge to the ground. Lift your heart, lift your chin. Let's just bring the hands into the lap. Take a few more deep breaths. Big inhales, even bigger than before. A little trick to taking deeper breaths is you add a couple seconds. When you think you're done inhaling, you don't just take that. You just add a little time, right? Try to breathe in a little bit more after you think you're done. And same thing with the exhale. You breathe out all the way. Don't take it for granted. Try to investigate. See if you can breathe out just a little more. And that little attention to detail will help you to expand your breath, both in the time it takes and then just the volume of the breath. One more deep breath. All right, let's come on to tabletop position and get this Sunday night on the move. So we'll keep everything gentle and simple. Let's do some cat and cow. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Keep going. Take your time, right? No rush here. Just be patient. Try to make it take a long time. Okay, let's come on back to neutral. Then from neutral, we'll go to child's pose. Come on to child's pose and relax. Take some deep breaths. Exhale all the way. Come on back up to tabletop. Deep breath in. Let's go side to side. Hip to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Hip to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Keep going just like that. This exercise is called the WAG. It's good for creating a little, lateral mobility for your spine. And it's also good for waking up those side body muscles. Right? Just give those side body muscles, the obliques, a little squeeze. As you exhale, you squeeze your side. Okay, back to the middle. Let's go back to child's pose. Take a few breaths, settling in. Exhale all the way. Inhale, come on up to tabletop. Last one of the three. We're going to round the back. You go around to the side, around towards the ground, around towards the other side, back towards the ceiling, and keep on going round and round with the rib cage. Right. The last two we did, we went from, point A to point B for each of them, one direction then the other. This one goes to all four of those positions. And it goes in a circular motion. So it works our spine in a slightly different manner than the other two. We'll go a couple more times this way. All right. And when you're ready, go ahead, switch directions. Take it the other way. And then come on back to neutral. Take a deep breath. Come on back to child's pose. All right, just settle in for a moment and just feel in your body what we have done so far. We sat, we did a gentle twist. We did 3 different spinal mobility movements in tabletop. So hopefully we're really feeling our spine, we're really feeling our breath. Let's go from there. Let's stretch those arms forward. Big exhale. Inhale as we come on up. We bring the hips towards the wrists and look up. And then bring the hips back towards the heels. And then bring the hips towards the wrists and look up. And then hips to heels. And we just keep on going. Take your time. All right, and only go as far as is comfortable. Make sure you're not like trying to push yourself too far forward. We'll go one more time forward. After you've been there for a breath, come on back to downward facing dog. And then from downward facing dog, go ahead and pedal your legs. All right, let's hold still, both legs straight and strong. Press with your fingertips. Press those thumbs down, feel the index finger knuckle press down. So from the tip of the thumb, all the way around the fleshy part of the palm, up the index finger. You're going to be getting a lot of pressure in the ground from there. Okay? As well as the other fingertips. Exhale here. Inhale, bring your feet forward. Come to a half fold. Squeeze your thighs, take a deep breath, and then exhale, fold over. Slide your hands towards your feet, look at your knees, and just hold it right here. Taking big, deep breaths. Stay right there. Keep on breathing big. Let it adjust. Still in that forward fold, right? Hold it for one more exhale. And then inhale as you bend your knees and reach your arms up overhead. Reach up for the sky. Try to tuck your tailbone a little bit. Try to maybe, flatten your back, squeeze the front in. Spread out your toes. Straighten those knees. And let's bring those hands to the heart. Take a deep breath here. Just pause, being nice and upright. Moving your breath. Just being in your body. Being with your breath. Let's move. Hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold, take it slow. Come on back to plank position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Exhale all the way. Inhale, feet forward. Half fold. Fold over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down. Let's do that again. Reach up. Forward fold. Half fold. Come on back to plank. Big inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Hold steady. Breathe deeply. Okay. Carefully. Let's bring those feet forward. Take your time. And if you want to jump, you can jump. Otherwise, you walk. Look forward. Fold over. And then again, bend your knees. Reach your arms up overhead. Chair pose. From chair pose, we're going to take the right hand to the left thigh, left hand to the sacrum, and pull. Look over your shoulder. Keep your knees even. Come on back to the center, chair pose. Okay, and then left hand to the right thigh, right hand to the sacrum. Pull, look over your shoulder. Breathe, keep your knees even. Come on back to the center. Reach those arms up. From here, straighten your knees, step your feet apart about hip, shoulder width. Interlace your fingers, push your palm open and up. Keep your hands up there like they're stuck to the ceiling, and your hips swing to the right and your hips swing to the left. And you breathe as you move. Keep on breathing as you're moving and grooving. Try to keep your knees straight, right? And watch out for gripping with those toes. Always keep the toes somewhat loose. Come on back to the center, palms together. Bring those arms down. Arms by your side a few times. Let's bring those shoulders forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. One more. And then bring those shoulders back. Bring your hands behind your back. I'll show you. You interlace your fingers. All right. By the way, if you've never done my class before, you might see me change directions a lot. That doesn't mean you have to. You need to have a good view of me. You need to be able to hear me. But I might change, to give you a side view or a front view. So that's just me giving you the view to explain what we're doing. So right now, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your knuckles, dive, duck into it, tuck your chin in a little bit. Knees straight as can be, bent as if they need to be a little bent, then do that. Relax your arms on your back, switch your grip, lift your knuckles. All right, same grip, just you got a new pinky on top, new thumb on the bottom. Your right hand, left hand traded places. One more breath, bend those knees and come on up. All right, arms by your side, go back and up, forward and down, back and up, forward and down. And let's change directions, go the original direction, forward and up, back and down, forward and up, back and down. The original way that we went. All right, let's let those arms relax by our sides. Bring your toes together. All right, standing near the front of your mat. We're gonna turn this into a sun salutation, but not right away. You're gonna bring those arms up. Exhale, arms down. Just the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Keep going. Okay, ready? Arms up, and then you're gonna exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Make your way back to plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Hold steady. Lift those hips up and away. Press with your fingertips. Squeeze your thighs. Straighten your elbows. Squeeze your triceps. Big exhale. Inhale, feet forward. Come to a half fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down. All right, and let's go the opposite way from where we went last time. Hands up the middle and then out to the sides and down. Repeat just the arms a few times. And what do we do with every movement we make? Lots of breath, lots of breath. Okay, ready? Bring those arms up and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, come on back to plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath or two. Bring your feet forward. Come to a half fold. Fold over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. Take a big step out to the side. So feet parallel. All right, let's just stand here. It's like mountain pose, but with your feet a lot wider. So we'll just stand here. One more breath. All right, let's bring those fingertips to the ground. Turn the toes slightly inward. And then from here, we're gonna walk the hands between the feet. We're gonna bring our top of the head towards the ground. Try to push into the ground. Try to get as much of the hand on the ground as you can. Oftentimes people can't get much more than their fingertips down. You can always move your feet a little wider and it'll help you get more hand to the ground. And then at the other extreme, there's people who can put their head on the ground. If that's the case for you, bring your feet closer so your head is, a little bit away from the ground. Everybody retract those shoulder blades. Pull the shoulder blades away from the ears. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your abs. And breathe. Okay, walk those hands forward. Feet straight ahead. We're going to go side to side. Bend your right knee, straighten your right knee. Bend your left knee, straighten your left knee. Bend your right knee. You get the idea. Keep on flowing with it. Take your time. Okay, come on back to the center. Now we're going to do the hips. So the hips are going to move, that so-so gesture. I bet some of you who take my class, you know this one. But for those of you who don't, it's, it's like that gesture right there, but you do that with your pelvis. So your right hip rises, and then your left hip rises as your right hip comes down. Right hip up, left hip down, and then right hip down, left hip up. You go side to side. Try to keep your knees straight. Keep your elbows straight, keep your shoulders still. You keep on going. All right, I think we're about there. Get those hips back to level. All right, squeeze your thighs and then put one palm in the middle and then rotate. Now we're going to move the upper torso. So it'll be a whole lot more movement than just the pelvis. Keep it easy breezy. So your arm that goes into the ground works hard. Push that arm down. The arm in the air, it relaxes. Don't try too hard with that arm. Instead, put the effort going down into the ground so you root down. Also, plenty of effort goes into your thighs, and then plenty of effort goes into your core. Take your time, please. Go slowly. With your breath. And I exhale to go here. Inhale to bring the hand down. I usually, try to remember to give a breathing cue. Sometimes I forget. The important thing is that you breathe. You gotta breathe every move you make. Full of breath. I think we're about there. Let's bring those hands down and we'll turn those toes in. Reach out for the ankles and pull gently. Bring your chest through, duck your head into it. Breathe deeply. Here we are. Always pull your shoulder blades away from your ears. There's like 1 or 2 instances where you don't do that action. Otherwise, it's constant scapular retraction, pulling the shoulder blades towards the hips, away from the ears. Hands on your hips, exhale. Inhale, come on up, nice and slowly. Breathe in as you come on up, prevents you from getting lightheaded. Here we are, upright. Okay, let's come up to the top of our mat. And then let's do one sun salutation. Hands down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, half fold. Come on back to plank. Deep breath in, exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Exhale all the way. Inhale, feet forward, half fold. Fold over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Moving on, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half fold. How about we do the right foot in the front, so just the left foot steps back. Get some distance between your feet, and then we're gonna move our hands back just a little, and you're gonna straighten your knees and bend your knees. At first, it might just be like a little wiggle. As you get into it, you can really start moving. And it's just, you tailor it to your own body, right? And some people, I doubt a lot of people have yoga blocks in their homes. Maybe you do. Yoga blocks can be really helpful, but also just like, a wall or a couch nearby or a coffee table or something like that can kind of help you to move and stabilize yourself if anything's really challenging. But with this one, you try to keep if possible, keep your hands on the ground. You just go as far as you can go. Like if I straighten my knee more and my hands come up like that, I don't want to straighten my knee that extra bit, right? I just go as far as I can go while maintaining stability and connection to the ground or whatever that stability looks like. Keep on flowing with it. Couple more rounds. Okay, hold it. However straight your knees go. Walk your hands back a little bit. Hold it here. Squeeze your thighs. Breathe. Bend that knee. Bend both knees. Let your back knee down. Your hands can stay on the ground, palms or fingertips, or you can bring your hands on your thigh, or you can reach your arms up overhead. That's up to you. Let's get steady, stable. Breathe. You got to squeeze your left glute. You got to dig your feet in. Front heel digs down. Back foot, it's either the ball of the foot or the top of the foot. Either way, whatever works for you. Squeeze your abs. Press those shoulder blades down. Here we are. Okay, hands down if they're not already. Straighten all your knees. Lift up your foot. Walk your hands back. Squeeze your thighs. We're back in that pyramid lunge. That's the name of this position. All right, let's bend that front knee. And then we're going to place those palms flat. Step the right foot back. Lower down. Back bend. Downward dog. Okay, try this out. Lift your right leg in the sky. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward too. If you're not at the front yet, walk the rest of the way. Come forward. Hands on your shins. Look a little forward. Fold over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half fold. Step your right foot back so the left foot stays at the front. So we're on the other side. You ready? First order of business, let's do the seesaw. That's the name of this repetitive motion, range of motion exercise. Bend your knees and straighten your knees. Remember all the details about, like, if you need help from props. Remember the details about touching the ground. If that works, you touch the ground, only go as far as you can go while maintaining that connection to the ground. Okay, let's hold it for a breath. However straight those knees go. Go ahead, hold it right there. Okay, bend those knees, come to your low lunge. You know how you did it on the first side, where your hands overhead or on your thigh or on the ground. Do the same stuff. Same thing with the back foot. Was it tucked or untucked? That's up to you. So find the same position. Let's hold it here in our low lunge. All right, let's bring those hands down. If they're not already, lift the back knee, straighten the front knee, walk the hands back. Okay, bend that front knee. All right, step it on back to plank, lower down. Back bend, downward dog. Hold it here. Left leg up in the sky. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Half fold, fold over. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good, stand tall. Just give it a little pause here. Take a deep breath. All right, let's do one sun salutation. Hands down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, half fold. Back to plank, lower down. Back bend, downward dog. Breathe. Exhale all the way. Inhale, feet forward. Half fold. Remember, you can walk or jump or take two big steps. Half fold to a forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, toes together. Let's bend those knees, bring those arms up overhead. From here, we're going to twist again. We're going to bring our palms together. How about your left elbow comes to your right thigh and you twist and look up over your right shoulder. You breathe deeply here. Just looking up, you're trying to keep your knees even, of course. That's like the #1 priority right after breathing, is keeping your knees even, in this pose anyway. Breathing is always, and every pose has its own most important thing to do. So for now, keep those knees even, look up and breathe, and then come on back to chair. Ready for the other side? Let's go to the other side. Get there and breathe here. Okay, come on back to chair. Straighten those knees, hands together. Let's go side to side. We're just taking that twist out of the spine, lengthening things out again. All right, back to the center. Reach up, bring those arms down. Go to standing mountain. We'll bring the feet a little bit apart, arms by your side. Deep breaths, just standing tall. From here, bring those feet wide. So your feet are turning out just a little bit. Press your fingertips together, right? Not your palms, but your fingertips. And try to round the hands, right? Don't let your fingers bend back like that. I'll get closer just so you can see. You don't want your fingers to bend back like that. You want your hands to round out like that, okay? Press the pressure from the fingertips. Feet out to the side, bend your knees, come on low. Hold it here. It's gonna heat you up a little bit. It's gonna require some strength. That's all right. We'll calm it down again. All right, yoga asana is always such a wonderful blend of exertion and engagement, but also relaxation and release. Very balanced physical practice, I find. Okay, come on up. Turn those feet straight ahead, take a breath. All right, keep squeezing those thighs. Turn to the left, so left foot straight, right foot's on the diagonal. Arms up, tilt. Come on down to triangle. Now, an important detail with triangle is make sure you're not leaning forward. Keep your hips forward, keep your chest back, and squeeze your ribs in, right? So you want your back arching, right? With your ribs flaring out. I'm gonna squeeze those ribs in. Breathe deeply. Now, your hand can be down near your knee, your hand can be down towards the ground. That's up to you, how low you go. Just maintain a side lean, no coming forward, and lift your top side. The arm and the ribs and the hip come up. You could even look up at your thumb. That's an important component of any yoga pose. After the breath and the alignment, you harness your focus by putting your eyes on one spot. It could be anything, your thumbnail, the lamp in the corner, spot on the wall. Keep your eyes steady. For one more breath. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs and the sides as you come on up. We're gonna turn it around. Take it the other way. Roughly heel to heel, straight line from your front heel to your back heel. Squeeze your thighs and tilt. Match what you did on the first side. How low did you go? Go to that same depth. What did you look at? Was it a spot on the wall? Did you look up at your thumbnail? Do that again. That's another way we bring balance, is by doing things the exact same way on both sides. Here we are. Just hold your pose. Breathe big. Okay, come on up with an inhale. Bring your hands under your hips. We're gonna adjust the feet so they're back out to the sides. Hands on your hips, bend your knees. Press down with your heels, pick up your toes. Notice how this automatically makes you engage your thighs, your butt, and try to squeeze your abs too. Okay, come on up. Turn those feet in. Hands on the hips, elbows squeezed together. Fold over from here. Squeeze your thighs with your straight knees. So pretend you're still in goddess pose. You're still squeezing those thigh muscles, pressing down with your heels, not gripping with your toes. You could take your toes up here. You could try that. Just no falling over, okay? Breathe. Be aware of where you are. Where do you feel this in your body? How is your breath flowing? Exhale here. Inhale, come on up. Take a deep breath. Come up to the top of your mat. Toes together, palms together. Big inhale. Big exhale. Hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, half fold. Step your left foot back, right foot at the front. Slide your hands back, straighten your knee, pyramid lunge again. Bend that knee. You're gonna plant your left palm, reach your right arm up towards the sky, twisting lunge. Bring that right hand down. Now do your best here. Keep the back heel up in the air. So you're perched on the ball of the foot. You try to come on up. It's okay if you have to come back down to the ground, touch the ground, no problem. You can come up and hold your hips, or palms in prayer, or arms up overhead. See where you get with it. Wherever you are with it, let's try to stabilize, get steady. Breathe deeply, focus. Focus and breathe. Okay, hands down, plank, lower, back bend, downward dog, right leg in the sky, step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward, half fold, fold over, inhale, rise, exhale, arms down, inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold, half fold, step the right foot back, slide your hands back a little, flip up that foot, straighten that knee, pyramid lunge. Bend that knee, plant your right palm, left arm up towards the sky. Hold it here. Okay, hand down. Now carefully make your way up, recalling what you did on the first side. You can go from palms to fingertips, fingertips to fewer fingertips, arms close to the ground, but not quite up yet. You could bring your hands to your hips, come upright, or palms in prayer, or arms up overhead. Any one of those spots is a nice place to kind of stop and just focus on your pose. Depends on where you are with it. Let's breathe deeply here. Okay, hands down, plank, lower, back bend, downward dog, lift your left leg, step your left foot forward, right foot forward, come to the front of your mat, half fold, fold over, inhale, rise, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath. Moving on, let's keep the right foot where it is, step the left foot back, you're gonna face forward. Bend your front knee, reach your arms up overhead. So this next section is gonna involve some standing poses, balance poses, and a couple of things that we'll do through it all. It'll be the last active part of class. Here we are in Warrior One. Let's bring those hands behind the back, clasp the hands. Now, I always make sure if my left leg's in back, I put my left thumb on top of my right thumb. You could do the same or reverse it. It's just a way of keeping track. Lift those knuckles, dive. Humble Warrior. From Humble Warrior, let's come back to Warrior One. Now, you could stay in Warrior One, or you could venture into Warrior Three. Now, you can do a simple Warrior Three, or you can really go for it and really get, close to horizontal, but it's up to you. It's about where you can maintain stability, find that balance of ease and challenge. Let's go back to Warrior One. Land it, take a breath, arms down, toes together. Let's do the other side. Right foot goes back. Okay, line it up, and by line it up, I usually mean heel to heel, but there's ways you can adjust heel to heel. And if you need that more in depth and detail, email me. Bend your front knee, reach your arms up, hold it here. We are in Warrior One. Hands behind your back. Your hands are switched from the first side because we kept track, right? So you got your other thumb on top. Lift those knuckles, dive. Humble Warrior. Okay, warrior one. From warrior one, warrior three, right? Keep it more, vertical with your toe helping you out, or really fold over, get more horizontal. And just try to find the right amount of challenge for you. Back to warrior one. Land it, hold it, breathe it, believe it, and arms down, toes together. Okay, we pause right here. After all that warrior one and a couple other poses, we just take a moment, take a breath. Keep the right foot in place, step the left foot back. Let's go to warrior two. So usually it's heel to heel, but sometimes little adjustments like heel to arch can work well. I think that works well for this pose anyway. So I just move my front foot over a little. Bring those arms up, bend your front knee. Speaking of the front knee, be very mindful. Don't let that knee tilt off to the side. You want the knee going straight ahead in line with not your big toe. You want it in line with your second toe, your second and third toe. So just point that knee, get that knee right there, directly above the heel, in line with the middle toes. For a couple more breaths. Left arm behind the back, right arm up over your head. Reverse warrior, breathe into your right side. Okay, let's go to right elbow to the right side, left arm over your head. Nice straight line, you can keep it here, or if you want to take it lower, you bring the right hand to the ground. Keep squeezing those thighs and squeezing those inner thighs and breathing. Stay here, or here's an adventurous balance pose. You shift your weight into your right foot with help from your right hand, and you lift off. It's called half moon. I know my head might be going out of frame, but you can probably tell what I'm doing from the rest of my body. Let's do one more breath here in half moon, and then come on back to warrior two, where we started. Take a breath. All right, switch sides. You can switch your feet, like step forward, step back. Just kind of depends what your setup is. Sometimes it works better to just turn around, right? Bring those arms up, bend that front knee, line it up. I suggested maybe trying out heel to arch, front heel to back arch, and then your knee. Be very careful with your knee. You want your knee to be in line with your second and third toe. So your patellar tendon below your kneecap makes a straight line. It's right in line with the second and third toe. Hold it here, breathe. Power, strength everywhere in your body. Heels pressing down, thighs squeezing, inner thighs squeezing, abs and ribs squeezing in, shoulder blades pressing down, eyes focused, breath flowing. Got all that? Good job. Right arm behind the back, left arm up over your head. Reverse warrior. Breathe into your left side. Okay, and then side angle. Elbow to the thigh, right arm over your head. Maybe left hand to the ground. It's fine to keep the elbow on the thigh. For some people, that's better to do it that way. And then you can stay here in side angle or venture to half moon. Breathe deeply here. Do your best to just find balance. Get steady. Move your breath. Okay, let's go back to warrior two. Hold it here. Okay, let's relax those arms. Bring those feet together, toes together, whatever way you're facing. Pause, be still, breathe deeply. Step your feet apart, arms by your side. Lean over to your right foot, pick up your left foot, bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. If you're watching me, I'm gonna keep it very simple. This is it, this is my tree pose. My big toes on the ground, that's it. If you want to take this a little further, you can pull your foot up your upper inner thigh, up your shin bone, you know, a little bit off the ground. And your hands too. You can bring your hands overhead or in a V or out to the side. Or you can just keep your hands at prayer. It's up to you. Design your own pose, your own tree pose. So we're all doing the same pose, but we all do it differently, right? Good. And if you're trying something, you're still not, if you're not stable yet, you got to do what I'm doing, right? You got to simplify it. Find steadiness. All right. Put that foot down, arms by your side. Take a deep breath. Other side. Lean into it. Pick up your other foot. Make sure you're doing it the same way. Let's let it go. Stand in mountain pose. Take a deep breath or two. Bring your palms together with your toes together. Big inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half fold. Come on back to plank. Lower down. Back bend to downward dog. From downward dog, come to child's pose. Settle on down and relax. Just take deep breaths here. Just letting yourself go and settle while we change gears and get down to the ground and just let everything soften and start to, you know, feel the effects of everything we've done so far. Let's sit up. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Let's do some stretches, shall we? So before we come forward, let's do this. You're gonna get a hold of your feet. Remember cat and cow? Cat and cow. If you don't hold the feet, you can hold like the shin bones or the ankles. Hold on to something. If you can't hold the legs, you can always bring your hands to the ground for extra support, right? Okay, now do this without your head moving. So pretend like you're balancing something on the top of your head, right? Pretend this is a book. And then you got to keep that thing on top of your head while you arch your back and you round your back. So it's cat and cow isolated to the pelvis. No movement in like your, you know, your upper thoracic spine, your cervical, or your head. Your shoulders stay still too while your pelvis moves. Got that? Okay, cool. Let me take this silly towel off my head. Right, keep your head very level. Now, tilt your pelvis forward like cow, right? Tilt your pelvis and then follow that motion forward. Tilt your pelvis and try to bring your heart out over your toes. Your head can stay, you know, you don't want to look too up, but you know, you don't want to drop your head either. Keep your head somewhat neutral and look ahead of you. Keep tilting your pelvis. Keep trying to tilt those hips. We're going to hold here for a little while. You're more than welcome to close your eyes. Sometimes closing your eyes gives you sort of a more, you know, more awareness, a deeper awareness of the details. Okay, come on up. Bring your legs wide. We're gonna do the same thing. Hands can go behind you. You're gonna tilt your pelvis forward, Tilt your pelvis back a little bit. Tilt your pelvis forward. Tilt your pelvis back. Why don't we just leave the head still the whole time? So your hands can be behind you, or you can bring your hands. If you don't need your hands, you can just put them like that. It's a lot harder. If it feels like your hip flexors are gripping, and maybe hands on the ground will help you. Also, squeezing your abs will help you too. Keep squeezing the thighs and flexing the feet. And then you ready? Let's come forward. Tilt the pelvis, lift the chest, lead with the heart. You can keep the hands back, or you can bring the hands out there. So your hands are either behind you or in front of you. Press down wherever the hands are touching. Press down, and don't forget to keep working through those legs. One more breath. Okay, come on up. Now we're gonna do, I'll give you two options. The main thing I'm directing you towards is pigeon pose. Right leg in the front, let's say, left leg in the back. Ta-da, pigeon pose. But here's the alternative, just in case any of you need this. If pigeon's too much for you, you come onto your back, you put the ankle over the thigh, do the eye of the needle, or it's also called figure 4 stretch. All right, so either way, go to your back if you need to. Otherwise, let's do pigeon. And breathe and believe it's pigeon time. Whichever position you're in, just breathe deeply. You really want to feel your breathing happening between your shoulder blades. Also out to your sides. One more breath. All right, so if you're in pigeon, go ahead, change sides. You can swing your leg around, or you can turn around like I'm doing. It just kind of depends on your setup. If you're on your back doing the eye of the needle stretch, just go ahead, switch your legs and stay on your back. All right, we made it. Other side. Cool. Let's be here, breathe here, and see what happens. Let's stay curious and attentive. Keep on breathing. Almost there. Just hold on this side. A few more breaths. Okay, last breath. All right, from pigeon pose, we'll come on up, bring your feet in front of you, hug your legs for a moment, take a deep breath, And then you're just gonna come onto your back. Go ahead, lie back. Let your knees fall together with your arms out to the sides and just close your eyes. And then it's up to you. You could stay here. Maybe you like this position. You want to keep this instead. Otherwise, you can go all the way flat. Let's just come to a position where we can rest. We can settle down. And for 2 or 3 minutes, we're just going to do nothing. Right? This isn't a nap. This isn't meditation. This is just being here, being soft, being with your breath and your body, not trying to do anything, including breathing. You can even surrender control of your breath. Just try to watch the breath roll in and roll out again. Stay with it. Just keep breathing and relaxing, letting yourself sink and melt. Take a big, deep breath, putting a little more effort into your breathing. And also keep in mind, it is your home practice. If you want to just lie there and relax and just kind of drift off for a couple more hours or 10 hours, right? That's fine by me. Go for it. The beauty of this home practice. All right, otherwise, if you're not going to lie there for 10 more hours, go ahead, bend your knees and roll to your side. And then let's go ahead and sit up. We'll cross our legs, close our eyes. Om with me. We'll Om 3 times. It'll be the final polish on our practice. You feel everything we did over the last hour. Feel it all adding up. And then the vibrations of the Oms will just kind of send us sailing off with a nice warm feeling, having done all that good work for ourselves. Ready? Big inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Couple things, if you want to get a hold of me through the chatting thing, if you want to email me, ask about any postures or whatever, I'm also streaming classes independently. I do this class with Body Kinetics, and I'm doing classes that I'm just offering via my email list all week long. If you want to, email me, please do. And also training through Body Kinetics. We got a fancy new app for in-home training. So if you're curious about that kind of stuff, you can, you know, you can join in and, or you can email me and we can talk about one-to-one training if you're curious about it. And I hope you're having a great night and hope to see you again here soon, next Sunday, for more fun-filled asana fun. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope you feel great. I hope you sleep well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. You too.
Thank you. Thanks, Ava.
See you next week.
See you next week. Thanks, Yvonne. Party on.